The most important media outlet in the country right now.
Welcome to the Watering Hole. This is episode 103.
103 for you and me.
Hello.
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 We're back.
We're back. Back in the room.
Double episode week.
Yeah. Triple, really, because...
We took it up a
in
notch.
in a calendar week.
In a calendar week.
Tuesday to Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been overtime.
We've been talking a lot.
Well, we've had to because you had that week of sick leave.
So we got to cram a lot of stuff into 1 week.
True.
Hey.
What?
Thanks, Mr. Premier.
Always.
Always.
Thank you to Big Swing Golf Mile End.
Mm.
Who we went to Big Swing Golf Mile End.
Yeah, it was good fun because it was bucketing down on Saturday.
We'll circle back to that in a second.
Yeah.
And thank you, Pirate Life, for the lovely, delicious beverages we have here. But let's get to Whitey. I believe it's your turn.
Yes.
Pirate Life,
Hot
crack.
crack. Tip of the crack goes to the Stickball Tour.
Now,
So that was...
who's the Stickball Tour?
So, if you haven't heard, it's my good friend Jason Bond and all those guys. We had a year-long competition that finished over the weekend. We had our last event. It was a beautiful event. Beautiful event.
Now, we should have been in this, but we
we don't
weren't
check
because
WhatsApp.
we were slacking.
Yeah, I kicked his out. I remember Bondy was like, what should I do? I'm like, just
boot them out.
boot him out. Anyway,
Suspended tour players.
go to them.
Nice one.
That was nice.
And hot crack.
Hot crack.
That's a nice beverage.
Look at this. Hey, I'm completely pirate lifed out here.
You're very pirate life right now. You look fabulous.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was saying to Whitey, we should probably just get involved with it next year and just stop being a lame ass and,
And win it.
and actually...
Well,
Geez,
not
that's
to
cocky.
not to put you on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
There are spots.
Spots available.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Bondy said, bring whoever you want. It's just all you have
I
to
just
do.
don't check WhatsApp. That's
All
my,
you don't-
that's
you-
my only...
All that happens is you just give your best 2 scores for the last 2 months, every 2 months.
You know me. I love things. I just...
Well, sign up.
to be honest, I just forgot before it
Can
got
we get
started.
like-
So, who... Just tell us quickly who won.
Robbie won. He got a beautiful trophy. I wanted that trophy so bad. I was in the running, but
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Congrats, Robbie.
Yeah, he's the man. It was good fun. It was a good fun, and that was the last. I haven't played the vines in a long time, so it was good to get out there.
Me either.
Shit weather, but good fun.
What were you going to say?
I think half my sandwich is still out there.
Delicious sandwich.
Ham and cheese or... Jesus Christ.
This could be.
This
This podcast could be anything.
This is going to be off the rails.
Now,
I'm
you
really
came in-
tired.
yeah, I was going to say, you came in...
I'm glassy-eyed. I'm tired.
you came in ultra flat.
Yeah,
Not to the room, just to, around us.
In
You
general.
just came in flat.
sure.
We don't need.
Tell me about
We
it.
don't
Whitey.
need to bring up why. We don't need to bring
It's
up
just a
why.
lack
No,
of
we-
sleep, really.
We discussed that already.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Here's a question for you, just one straight off. Do you play, when you've had not a lot of sleep?
Mm.
What?
I'm just smiling.
When
Is
you,
that what that was?
Yeah.
when you haven't had a lot of sleep,
Mm.
do you feel like you play better or worse when you play golf? Do you need a good sleep, or does it not
Yeah, I
matter?
think you need good sleep. You need good sleep to fire on all cylinders.
Or does it not matter?
I think you need sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep's important.
Chris?
It doesn't really matter for me. It is what it is.
Mm.
I feel... This is the
I don't
prob-
really sleep much though. Anyway.
This is the problem with... so you said it there, terrible weather. So you played
Yeah.
on the Friday. We had a long weekend
Mm.
here in...
Adelaide.
in Adelaide in South Australia, anyway. Was it everywhere?
Yeah. No. Do you know it wasn't everywhere?
Oh, really?
Not
No.
WA, was it?
No. WA and Queensland, which is weird because it's the King's birthday and Queensland don't have a public holiday for it.
There you go.
I was going to be honest with you. I had no idea why we had a public holiday.
King's
so,
birthday.
There we go. King's birthday.
There you go. So we had the long weekend. It was looking like it was going to be, a weekend of golf.
Wow.
To be fair, we were booked in at a tea time in the afternoon
Yes.
on the comp day because we had a guest, which we'll talk about in a minute, on Saturday morning. But, we really chickened out. We probably could have got away with it, but it would have been very strong wind.
It would have been shit. Saturday was worse than Friday, and Friday was hard.
Yeah.
It was windy. It was bucketing down at some points.
Is there anything worse than looking forward to golf all weekend? And then
Oh,
it's to the point where it's unplayable.
Yeah, it's a dampener.
Yep.
One of the
Literally.
nice. One of the holes after a huge downpour, it was just you had to putt the shit out of it just to get it close. Yeah, but we only had that for one hole.
Yeah. It's so frustrating when you're looking forward to it all week and then it
Yeah.
comes to the weekend and then it's just bugging.
Hey, but what a day we had, even though we didn't. That was a good day.
I
I think I said multiple. We were sitting upstairs just doing random stuff, and I said multiple times, "Get the cameras and the mics up here. Let's film this."
No, you
Because
don't.
we had tacos or...
We had the tacos.
With
and
delicious taquettes.
Yeah,
It was-
look at this.
Look at these.
we just had a bit of a discussion about life.
Watching Bob Does Sports. It's good times.
So let's get to what we started with on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we had to make it work time-wise.
International.
Chris, again, tip of the crack to you for sorting out the guests.
Well done, Chris.
But episode 102, if you haven't listened to it, it's only dropped, earlier this week?
Monday, yeah.
Or Sunday
Well-
evening,
No, Monday.
sometime.
Yeah.
Episode 102, Sam Hahn, the CEO of Lab Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good.
Now, I'm just going to kick us off here.
Thought.
I've been really excited for that podcast, but
Yeah.
that was definitely my style. Like, he was so interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love this shit to him, on the episode, and it was talking about customization of, putters and logos and all that, designing things and whatever. I love that stuff. I could talk about it all day.
Yeah.
But he was such a cool guy.
Oh, he was the best. He was the bro.
And you say it after every one. Oh, I think that was my favourite episode.
Yeah, yeah.
That truly was one of my favourite episodes.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah.
And again, I think with the guest ones, obviously it takes a little while. We're meeting these people for the first time, not, in person, but you're meeting them for the first time. So it's tricky. You're feeling each other out a bit, just to see how it all goes. By the end of it, you're so comfortable with them. And
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just easily have,
The man was in his pajamas.
I was going to
so he
say
was
anyone
comfortable
that
enough.
anyone that comes to a podcast wearing Pickle Rick pants.
Yeah. Sign me up.
nice.
Quick question for you both. How many hours do you reckon you've spent on the Lab Golf
Yeah.
website since that podcast?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Customizing, looking at putters.
You know what I do sometimes is
Looking
like
up TikToks,
Yeah.
Instagram, any video I can find on people.
I might go to like Drummond or Golf Box or whatever on their websites, and
Sure.
I've done this now with Lab, and I just go and I make something, and then I add it to the cart, and then I go back afterwards
And just look at it.
Look at the cart, and like I could get all of that.
Mm,
I could,
yeah.
but then you just kind of like take things out and read. I've spent a lot of time doing it.
I have a problem.
I have about 5 putters in the cart.
Yeah. It is fun. It is fun to design your own putter.
Well, he asked us if any of us have been fitted. I've been fitted.
Mm.
It can't hurt, right? It could make you better.
Yeah.
Well,
I think everything that again, what we said, it seems so obvious.
Yeah.
The idea of it.
Yeah.
If it stays square, that's eliminating one more problem from a really
Yeah.
difficult game. Seems like a work, bloody.
Yeah.
Seems like
It'll
it fix a lot of
definitely work.
problems.
It's not a miracle worker thing, but it's definitely going to eliminate a problem, which is awesome.
here's a question. Here's a question.
I think I'm locking down. I
Yeah.
reckon I'm getting one.
Here's a
There
question.
might be 3 Lab putters in here soon.
Do
Well,
you-
maybe
Well,
after this?
Well,
after
yeah.
the
Well,
conversation, there
well,
may
well.
be.
let's just leave,
Leave
that.
that there.
You guys are so
There's
lame.
gonna be there'll be some boxes coming here soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, how many shots do you think it would save you in a round?
No, I don't know. Probably, I'd still probably putt the same, but I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable with it. And,
Yeah, it would take some time still to get used
I
to.
mean, the,
Yeah.
the thing for me is it's obviously it's
Hitting
not,
the ball correctly.
Yeah, it's not going to completely
Yeah.
he said. It's not like it makes you this magic wand.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But to be fair, a lot of people that do have them say they are awesome.
Yeah.
And they are amazing.
Hmm.
So I mean, it must help.
Now-
anything I think that increases your confidence while you're out there is going to make you play better.
It's when you stand over something and you like the look of something. That's gonna we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
With drivers and stuff, it makes a difference.
That's what I was about to say. If Lab bought out a driver that guarantees a square the face on impact.
Oh, hey, I'd pay
I'll pay a lot of
$3,000
money
for
for
that.
that.
Hey, Sam, invent that and drain my bank account.
But yeah, no, Sam was the man. Shout out to him.
And again, we say it all the time, very gracious of the time.
Oh yeah,
But it is. I mean, to agree to come on at,
Well, his time
he
it
was
was
in bed.
It was like
yeah,
it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. No, it was probably later. By the time it
yeah.
would have been about that, like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
his time on a Friday. Like he's just had a full-on week and.
Interesting comments regarding, obviously I won't give away too much, people haven't listened to it, go listen to it, but the comments on Liv and PGA, I guess from a perspective of a manufacturer, as he said, that Liv's pretty easy to deal with, and again, go listen to it. But it's amazing. I feel like the US guests that we do talk to and we ask them about the Liv and PGA division, they don't hold back.
No,
And I'm not going to spoil what he said about world golf, but the term that he used to describe the way the game is at the moment, you have to go and listen to it.
Yeah. But I think that, like I said, our US guests, they don't hold back, and
No.
they say what they say and they stand by it, and it's really good getting their perspective or their opinion on.
Well, I was thinking about that more, and it's interesting to think that it's pretty much the same thing. So we've had the same thing said by someone from outside of Liv. It's pretty much the same thing that Pat Perez said, who's been inside Liv.
yeah,
So it's like a common theme there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he didn't really want to say it because we said we were Liv focused, but I kind of think he was getting at that. He thinks that once a game comes together, that Liv may not be a product anymore. I don't know. We'll see how that.
yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
No.
We'll just expand.
Steve
Maybe.
lives here.
We'll just expand.
But yeah, thank you again to Sam Hahn, the CEO of of Lab Golf.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know a lot of people who love the Lab putters and who are interested in that gear. So definitely jump on and have a listen to
Yeah,
that podcast.
just his passion for it and everything was awesome.
So that's our first guest in the 100 episodes.
Yeah.
On the other side of 100. Let's talk about our golf. And there's not much. Obviously, you said that you played Friday.
Yes.
How'd you go?
That was one of the better rounds I've played of late. I messed up the last couple of holes. It was me and Robbie going back and forth, and we were sharing a cart.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, he got me. But no, it was a really fun round. And then playing at Big Swing on Saturday, I just stunk up the joint.
Hey,
Could not hit it.
can we send a shout out to Harry, who looked after us
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the weekend as well? Ben wasn't in on the weekend, but Harry was there. We've got to send a big shout out to him.
Yeah, it was. It's always good fun going in there.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we got to get back in there and do some more stuff.
Yeah, what we had done just didn't quite.
So
Work out.
Do you know what was nice?
What's that?
Walking in there with a little photo wall.
I was seeing us up there. This guy. Yeah, I know. It was fun. It was Sunday.
You're such a sponge.
It's just nice.
It's just nice seeing a picture of me. Good God.
More because my nephew was in it.
Yeah.
Was it one with Brooks?
Yeah, Brooksy was in there.
Ah, nice. There you go. Now, sim golf.
Talk to me.
I struggle, and I don't know what it is about
Yeah.
it that I struggle with.
The last time I played sim golf, I used to think I was better at sim golf than regular golf. Now I think I'm the other way around. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's the pressure.
It's not the pressure.
The
Yeah,
lights.
it's the pressure.
It's
Just-
all of the lights.
All of them lights. All of them lights.
All of the Ricks.
Nah, it's not the pressure.
Do you think it might be? Like you walk in and your photo's on the wall.
No, I didn't even notice there was a
the
picture
lights are
of
on
me
you.
on the wall until you pointed it out.
And went back 6 times to look at it.
Me?
No, me.
Oh, I was going to say, Jesus Christ. No. It's not that. I think it's just not what you
I think you feel something differently though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's so much fun, but it is so different.
Do you think it's
Yeah.
being like closed in like a little box?
Confined, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there are a lot of people that don't struggle with it.
I tell you
Yeah.
what. tell you what, he taught me one thing: don't tee the ball up too high.
How many
So-
freaking
Well,
weird
just-
shots did we have
Yeah, just
in our
to
little
give,
booth?
just to give everyone listening a bit of perspective and how it went down. So I used the highest tee because I was like,
yeah,
this is the time
amazing.
to do it. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, you're not going to
Smack the piss out of
Oh
it.
man!
Yeah.
And I legitimately hit the tee, and the ball went straight down where
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
I
even
don't know
happened.
how you did it.
You must have just clipped the
Just
toe.
blasted the
Yeah,
tee.
just blasted the toe, and then the ball just fucking went nowhere. But nah,
Good fun though.
it was still good fun. Yeah.
We need to get back in there and do some more, and
Yep.
that we will do.
I had a chat to Ben as well about doing some other stuff in there. So
Yeah,
Cool.
you saw another piece of material.
oh yeah, the bags,
Oh, the big swing bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
there. The stand bag was
the
nice.
Sick.
sandbag.
Yeah.
Ben's done very well there. The stand bag look nice just behind you, I reckon. There,
Not
maybe.
behind me. It'll look nice with me on the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a play, so what's the
Yeah.
problem?
Take that.
It's broken heart.
Yeah.
So really, that's our golf. There's not much to talk about.
I'm keen for Saturday.
I want to play this week.
Yeah,
Do it.
I think I need to try and find a way to play more than once. I think. I don't know.
See how we go.
What should we get into next?
Well, we've concluded the first round.
Of the walkout championship.
Yes.
You know what I love is that there are some guests
Oh.
through the first round that have really gone hard for
Yeah,
this.
there's been some.
I want that signed photo.
There's
of
been
us.
some DMs going, I better fucking win this.
Oh,
I
some of
love the passion.
Some of the DMs have been wild.
Yeah.
It actually is probably the most action our DMs have seen.
Just people wanting to win this prize.
I think we need to up the prize. I like the idea. I
think-
like the idea of the.
The signed picture, that is a prize.
But I'm just wondering whether, like, our friends at Pirate Life could
Wait,
come
want
to the party.
want a 4-pack as well.
Hey, you're like.
And also-
you're like dad in this scenario. You're looking after us babies over here. So you do what you do.
And just throw Pirate Life under the bus.
I'm gonna.
Jesus.
You're gonna get the signed photo if you win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
That's a given. But I'm gonna try. I want to try and add some more to the prize pool here
All right.
because I want to see some more like competitiveness as we go into round 2.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll come up with something.
we'll
I'll
think of
come up with something.
sure.
But should we go through round 1?
Please.
So Luke Elvey had the exemption. Are you
Can
gonna
I interrupt?
Stop me, of course. You
Yeah.
can
Sorry.
Stop me.
Please, Chris, for once, shut up. Go ahead, Steve.
Sam Hahn's
Oh
walkout
yeah,
song.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
We won't give it away.
Hey.
Don't give it away.
We're not going to give it.
Give it away now.
Yes,
all right?
it's
But
not the Red Hot Chili
It's not
Peppers.
that.
It's not. But go listen to the episode. That is.
I can't believe it hasn't been chosen yet.
That's fantastic.
But
But
If that was in this competition,
But when
look
he
out.
said the sort of band that he was in,
Yeah,
and just
makes
like-
sense.
and I was just like, he's a
Yeah.
he's a,
We-
he's
we-
a
I think
good,
we
he's a
knew-
good dude, and just that
Yeah.
song, great choice.
I think we knew, like, before we'd even done the episode, knowing Sam's background, I think we knew that his song choice was going to be good.
He gave us some time. He gave us some thought.
Yeah,
Yeah. I appreciate
and
that.
he listened to your instructions on the intro.
The intro's huge.
And he sung the song in tune. I'm just going to give him that as well. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
He's got a
I
beautiful
will
voice.
say, we're only one guest into the next 100, and that's already a red hot favourite.
that's a red
Yeah.
hot favourite for me.
Oh. Imagine if we got the...
A red hot.
it's,
favourite.
not, it's not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Come
no,
on,
no,
man.
but hot. Think
What's-
about it. The band that sings
Ah,
that
yeah,
song.
yeah. Well done.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah. The winner of the top 100 versus the winner of 100 to 200.
Yeah.
Head to head.
Oh, for a signed
For our
full length standee of the three of us.
in the
Of
nude.
Let's not go too crazy.
Come on, man. Let's get our dicks out. Let's party. I'm tired. Cut my mic.
He did say cut his mic. To be
Yeah,
fair.
he did.
All right, so let's go through round 1. So Luke Elvey has the exemption, goes through automatically, and he'll see his first matchup in round 2.
Yes.
So Elvis joins the party.
Love it. Look out.
Elvis, man.
All right. First matchup was Mal Baker and Mason Nutt.
Now, are we tipping, or are you just going to
Well,
give
I'm
us
going to
the-
give. Well,
I know the result.
what do you think happened?
Oh, you think you know.
Yes.
So,
You don't know.
refresher.
You
Mal,
don't know.
Mal Baker
I
had
reckon I could call out every.
Oh,
every
don't then.
yeah.
Mal Baker had Chisel, cheap
Yeah.
wine.
Yep.
Mason Nutt, was it Boozy Badass?
Yeah.
Set it off.
Yeah.
Whitey's that trying to...
Bougie badass.
What do you? I'll just give you the results.
Yeah, give us
Please.
the results.
Mal Baker took that one out.
Yeah.
60% of the vote.
Yeah.
Works every time.
Yeah, good one.
So, Mason Nutt
Mason Nutt
is out.
You're out.
So
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I
I'll
love
go-
him. I
I'll
love you,
go-
Mason.
I'll go the matchups after I get through all the results. Peter Malinowskis versus Clint Steindl.
Whitey, can you say it for us?
Peter Malinowskis.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, Whitey.
Yes, I've been practicing. In the mirror.
Midnight Oil versus Reel to Reel.
I like to move it.
I didn't love that song choice.
Let me guess, the crowd didn't like to move
The
it.
crowd didn't like to move it either.
Ah,
Just like the South Australian election, the people went with Peter Malinowskis.
There you go.
through the neck room.
80%.
Oh.
Yeah. We love you, Clint, but
We do love you, Clint.
you're out.
This one was hotly contested because both of these two guys got right behind
Oh, shout out to Hoppo and to Gravy.
Hoppo and Gravy.
You know what? It's sad to see one of them go.
So,
Yeah, I wish this wasn't a first round
I'm going to
matchup.
say where they're from, too, because... So, Hoppo from Bondi Rescue. If you haven't watched Bondi Rescue, get out.
Hey, mate, I was watching some highlights the other day
Yeah.
of Bondi Rescue. What a show.
And then Dave from 4 to 4
YouTube
on the
channel.
tube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
He's the man.
He's the man. So we got those two head to head.
What were the songs?
What were
Actually,
songs?
two of the best nicknames in
Dick names.
nicknames
Dick names.
in this head to head.
yeah.
Gravy and Hoppo.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was so tight.
So,
So
what were the songs?
Gravy had Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Hoppo had Rudimental, Feel the Love.
Yeah.
Either of them are winners. Like any-
Very, very different songs, but very popular songs.
What did you go with? I went with Feel the Love.
I went with.
Yeah, I think
Sweet Caroline.
I went
Caroline.
with. I don't think I went with Rudimental as well.
Yeah.
Hotly contested. A lot of votes on this one.
Yeah.
A lot of people came in for this one. That's because those two boys went hard for it.
Yeah.
The result: 53% to 47%.
No. Are you kidding me?
It was that close.
Oof.
Hoppo.
Won it?
Hoppo got it
Oh,
done.
Gravy. No. Oh.
Hoppo got it done.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
hey, he's a red hot favorite now.
Yeah,
Hoppo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking it all out. That could go all the way.
that could go all the way.
Gravy, you're the man. We love you.
Now,
You're out.
this next episode, next head to head, again had someone that has been very hotly involved with round one.
Yeah.
And this one was actually, as his episode was the most downloaded episode of this podcast, this head to head had the most votes
Oh,
out of all of it,
I know. Yeah, yeah.
which caused a bit of a landslide.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
82% of the vote went with Ron Chopper,
Oh,
Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper, you can't deny it.
So Kevin Kirk, unfortunately, 18% of the vote.
So it was Ron Chopper, obviously Ron Chopper Golf, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you get your Ron Choppers.
Yeah, yeah.
And Kevin Kirk, who obviously was, well, Patrick
Patrick Reed,
Reed,
swing
swing
coach,
coach.
Olympic caddy,
Yeah.
legend of US golf. Went with The Who, Eminence Front. Great song. It's a great song.
The Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Really
He
nice.
just got he got unlucky with who he drew in the first round.
Yeah,
really
that's
nice
tough.
too.
That's tough.
Yeah, well, just going back to a serious note for a sec, but then receiving a message from
Kevin
both
Kirk
of them,
reached out then afterwards.
Yeah.
and just reaching out to seeing how we're doing.
Yeah.
Mate, like our guests are the best people.
Yeah,
they're,
yeah.
they're
Hey,
super
shout out
nice.
Kevin.
Not just that. Sends a message through saying, you guys have done a great job so far. Congratulations on 100.
It's like a proud parent.
These
it's a
are
beautiful
great.
thing.
Again,
This
with all these episodes, please go back and listen to these episodes, their stories, where they've come from.
Yeah.
They're all really good people, and obviously when we do our episodes with, as you guys know, I feel like I'm talking to you guys, telling you what happens. But we start our episode obviously by introducing ourselves and just giving a bit of a rundown of what we're going to talk about with loosely with the people. And then at the end, we kind of have a conversation. Out of all these guests, how many times do you reckon we've had a decent conversation after we've hit end?
There's been a couple where we've stopped recording and then we chatted for like another 20 minutes afterwards.
Luke Elvey.
Yeah.
I think we
Very
had,
first guest.
and even like with Clint Newton, who'll come up later on in this matchup. I had like an hour and a half chat with him before we even recorded.
Some really, really good people.
So awesome stuff. Listen to them, follow them, and whatever they're doing, make sure you go support them, whether it be on YouTube or any field that they do.
You know what this 100 playoff has done? It's just brought the community back together.
Mate, I'm getting a bit teary-eyed. But Kevin Kirk,
You're out.
shout out to Kevin Kirk. You're the man.
All right, next one. The hair metal matchup for the ages.
Oh, all you shred gods out there.
All the shred gods. Pat Perez. Pat Perez, Aces High.
Yeah.
And Took Miller, Thunderstruck.
So, obviously, Pat Perez was on Live Golf. He's now a Live Golf broadcaster. He was on the Aces.
Yeah.
And then Took Miller.
I feel like Pat
footballer
could have
for
had
Gold Coast Suns.
Pat could have had a choice between two because he had House of Pain as well.
Yeah, I thought that's the one he would have gone with.
But
he always said
he Aces High was his thing.
I feel like it was a bit of a landslide.
It was a landslide, unfortunately. And I couldn't doctor this vote. I would have loved to, but sorry, Pat. 18% of the vote for Pat Perez.
Yeah.
81% for Took Miller.
Can't beat the Akadaka, bro.
Oh,
And that's got to be a big favourite going forward too.
Oh, there's going to be some nasty matchups coming up.
The next one is this talk about going down to the wire.
Yeah.
This is about as close as it gets. Or it is as close as it gets.
Really?
it's as close as it gets.
I don't know which matchup we're talking about.
The All Live matchup.
Oh!
Suan Heng,
Talk to me.
Dua Lipa, Levitating, versus Rick Shields, All of the Lights.
And I feel like
This matchup has made me love the song Levitating.
Suan Heng and Rick Shields need no introduction.
No.
You know who they are.
We know who they are. They're great people.
I'm going to give you the percentage of the vote.
Give me the percentage.
51-49.
That's even Steven.
Steven, that's fucking close. that's
That's even Steven.
What do you think?
I think Levitate.
I'm not. I don't know. It's too close to call.
I don't know.
Rick.
Rick won it.
Rick.
Oh.
Rick.
People love Kanye.
Ricky,
What can I say?
Ricky.
Ricky.
So Rick goes through to the next round.
Well done, Rick Shields.
All of the lights, all of the Ricks.
All right, next matchup. Ben Dixon,
Yes.
Jack Superstar and ex-Hawthorn footballer
Yeah.
versus Jay
Hilarious.
Reeve.
Oh,
He's currently on Fox Footy as well.
Jay Reeve?
No, not Jay Reid.
Jay Reeve. I wish Jay Reeve was on Fox Footy. I'd watch Fox Footy if he was on
we
it.
need to catch
Ben
up with
Dixon,
Jay
Fox
Reeves.
Footy.
Hey?
And Jay Reeve.
From The Rock in New Zealand.
Let's FaceTime him soon. I miss
Should we
that guy.
We should just ring him.
Say, hey man, we miss you. Come back on the pod.
We might just ring him in an episode maybe next week.
I've got a feeling bit of a landslide.
Yeah.
Oh,
what? No, you know what? Not as much as you would expect. 67% for Dicko.
Yeah.
33%
So
of
the
the
songs
vote.
again?
So Jay Reeve had the sensational Alex Harvey band Hammer song, and
Niche.
Dicko was Bust a Move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to get it done.
That is going to get it done. Jay Reeves.
You're out. Another landslide coming up. Hey, this one was campaigned as well.
Oh, really?
This one was
I already know.
Sebo,
Oh, no. So
Oh,
that's
this
what I
one.
was thinking of.
Yeah.
Be My Lover.
This was a beatdown.
Yeah.
My gosh. What a beatdown.
Versus Nick Haslam,
Yeah.
the tournament director of Live Golf Adelaide.
So he's the tournament director for a reason. He
knows.
He knows.
He knows how to. Hey, if he can, you know what? If he can put on the world's greatest golf event for 2 years running, then
He can win a signed picture of us.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'd like to see that actually go up in the Live offices.
Do you know what would be really cool? If he ended up winning, We give him the signed picture, and we said the deal is that it has to go up in one of the concession stands around Live Adelaide for the weekend.
And if you find it,
You get to
there'll
keep
be
it.
another day of summer. Hot cracks.
I don't mind this.
Like, you know how they have the pictures of Greg Norman up in the
Yeah,
Shark Shack? Just have a random signed picture.
Well, you know when they
They'll
got,
probably be in the bin.
you know, like you know
somewhere.
You know the stand at the first tee box where they got all the captains' pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
Just insert a little small one of us.
We've just got one blue.
We got to make that
blue
picture
tape up the
extremely cheesy.
wall. Yeah.
In
As-
fact, maybe at Live Adelaide,
we need to get some like Christmas sweaters or something like that.
we've got so much stuff to design. We've got to do our major staff bag too.
Anyway, back to the
Please
contest.
go on.
I would like to do that though next year at Live Golf. Let's hide a little picture of the watering hole somewhere.
Okay.
If you find it, you don't win anything.
Nah.
So, Nick Haslam, tournament director.
Yeah, you got it done.
He had, what did he have?
Fisher, take it off.
Yeah.
And
What
We
was the
had-
song?
Seb.
Sebo had LaBouche, Be My Lover,
Hmm.
which I think is a good song.
The Sebo from Hackers
Yep.
GC. Obviously, go check out his stuff as well.
I think you're focusing too much on the head of the people. We should be focusing head on the songs.
You got to do it all. So,
Oh,
Nick
thought it was.
Nick Haslam's got
do you want to take over?
Nick Haslam got it
I
done.
can't pronounce anything.
Nick Haslam got it done.
Got it done. All right.
71% of the vote. So, hey, the people like Fisher.
They
Yeah,
do.
You got Fisher in your corner.
Again, LaBouche is a good song and it's funny as.
Yeah,
Like,
Mm.
but that is
but
a beat
the
down.
people
Sure.
like the fish.
Daddy Fish.
Daddy Fish.
This was another one that's hotly contested.
Mm.
Grace Hallinan.
So Grace Hallinan,
Grace Hallinan Golf
well, yep, content creator, influencer.
versus
Local hero.
the people's champion,
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen Spud Alderson.
The man from Wollonga.
Hell
Who's
yeah,
just
dude.
dominating world golf.
Yes.
He's-
And I feel like dominating this competition.
Do you know what's happened? I don't know. Have I?
I've deleted the results.
I literally have. I just literally deleted them.
Oh no.
Can you backspace? Can you go undo?
Oh no.
You
Amazing.
peen ass.
Oh no.
That's okay. I remember it.
Okay. You're such an idiot.
Oh wow.
No,
Stop
now
playing
that-
with your phone, you freak.
So
now it's definitely tainted.
Yeah, yeah.
no. I remember it.
No, got it. Yeah.
Wait, you can't on your phone just go like undo?
I have a Samsung, dude. Like, probably.
Anyway,
Apple's.
let's get.
Anyway, Grace Hallinan had Black Betty, the Dom Dollar remix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was, you couldn't find it on Spotify. We had to find it on YouTube.
But find it. Go listen to it on YouTube.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
It got me pumped.
I think she was up against it with Spud's song choice, though. Which
Queen,
was your original song choice.
Queen Bee. Shania
So,
Twain.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Yeah.
Shania Twain. You can't. Come on.
So the winner.
Spud got it done.
Yeah.
Oh,
60% of the vote.
She was the queen of the 90s. You can't. What are you going to do?
you can't mess around with Shania.
God, I love her.
Imagine if Shania Twain played golf. She'd be amazing.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Singing country love songs. Stealing my heart. Good God.
So, is that everyone?
No.
Oh,
We ain't done, bro.
No. There's two more matchups to go.
Mhm.
two more.
Strap in.
And these two were tight.
Yep.
Again, they were tight. Both of them. Wade Graham,
Oh yes.
ex-Cronulla Shark. Premiership Cronulla Shark.
Yeah.
With Luke Combs. What was his song?
Look at that. His song.
When It Rains, It
When it
Pours.
rains, it pours.
There we go.
Versus Ben Campbell of the Range Goats.
Shabooz.
Shabuzi.
Yeah.
Ben Campbell of the Range Goats. He wasn't a Range Goat when he came on,
But we're going to claim it now.
but he is a part of the Range Goats now.
Yes.
But we'll get to that.
We're not taking credit for it, but he did come onto the podcast and then he became
And
a
then-
member of Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then he became Ben Campbell.
But he-
a Range Goat.
But he was a
crack.
reserve player when he
Nice
came
crack.
came onto the pod.
Yeah, yeah.
And he gave us the tip for what his song actually ended up being at Live Adelaide.
He followed through. I like that.
Yeah.
And the people were with him. He took it out.
He did. Yep.
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 52-48. Another
Oh, he
close,
got it done.
Another close one.
He got it done.
Ben Campbell got it done.
Wowza.
So
I've-
Shabuzi took
I've
out
voted on
Luke
that one.
Combs.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that all
Shabuzi.
you?
Yeah, yeah. That was all me. I'll take the credit.
And the last
BC.
the last matchup.
Yep.
was Clint Newton, CEO of the Rugby League Players Association,
Yeah.
versus race car driver Declan Fraser.
Now I feel like both of them would want this based on a couple of the
What were the
interaction.
What were the songs?
Both of them wanted it.
Yeah. They want
You
the
know
cup or
what?
whatever.
And you know what? Declan actually, I think he started to try and start some shit talking in the post.
He did. He said, "What did he say? Easy
Too
money.
easy.
Too easy." Yeah.
So Clint had Kasabian Fire.
Yeah.
Great song.
You know, like early 2000s Premier League vibes.
Yeah.
Great song.
Declan Fraser, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Kendrick Lamar.
Another close one, Whitey.
Yeah. What did Clint Newton say to you in the DMs?
You have to say it.
Yeah.
Because
have to-
you know what? Because this is so like this is what I love about Clint Newton. He does not hold back. He
No,
says
no.
it as it is. It was like very much in our episode. He said it out. Fantastic. when you told me about this, I was like, that is fucking fantastic.
So Clint Newton sent me through a message after we posted this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to out you, Clint, but these guys wanted it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm endorsing it.
And Clint's message was, fuck, if I get beaten by that song, that's a perfect demonstration of everything that's wrong with today's society.
The funny thing is when you sent me that, I'm like, I voted for Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. It's Kendrick, bro. Come on.
It's so good.
Well, Clint, today's society is intact.
Oh, he took it out.
He got
There
it
we
done.
go. Oh.
56% of the vote.
Close.
Close.
Nice.
So that's
Great song.
Yeah.
the first round done. So I can now give you the matchups.
Are
for
we
the next round?
Okay.
So as we said, Elvie,
Yeah.
straight through to round 2. So the way I've done this is I've gone again with like the earliest being
Yeah.
the top.
Okay. That's cool.
So Elvie will go head to head with Mal Baker.
So that's
Eminem,
Yep. Eminem, Lose Yourself versus Cold Chisel.
Now,
Cheap Wine.
he got the wild card through. I reckon he's a dangerous one.
That's
Yeah.
because it's a. I
As
reckon
soon
it's
as people
probably
hear it.
it might be the most like one that people request.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
When Chris has gone around at the watering hole,
Yeah, it's been
and
said a
asked
few
people,
times.
people,
Lose yourself, baby.
it's hey, let's go Eminem.
He could take this out as a wild card.
I think Mel Baker's in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah,
Oh,
what an achievement as well if he took it out.
Who?
An achievement.
The first guest on the watering hole wins
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Put that in the trophy room.
And if the photo goes over and makes its way over to Canada, I want that photo up
Do you
at
know
Canmore Golf.
How many guests have we had?
23.
That's
Now 24.
24. It's surprising we haven't had a double up of song.
No, we haven't.
There's so many songs, though, man.
Yeah, I know, but you'd think that there would be some that would,
True.
like Lose Yourself all day, baby. You think,
Yeah.
you think, that would
Yeah.
get picked. Thunderstruck might get it.
I would
double
have
up.
thought Thunderstruck.
My song hasn't been chosen, which is odd.
What's that?
The Cause, Breathless. Leave me breathless.
Go on.
Go on.
Well, yeah, I think Elvie's in with a shot.
I think Elvie's a big.
Yeah,
big I think he'll take this matchup out.
my vote would go to Elvie. Next,
The Premier.
Peter
Midnight Oil.
Malinauskas.
which Midnight Oil song?
Blue Sky Mine.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming up. He's coming up against Hoppo.
Oh,
Blue Sky Mine versus Rudimental Feel the Love.
I'm sorry to the Premier. I'm going Hoppo here. I'm
I'm going Hoppo too because I love that song.
It's
yeah.
a great song.
Yeah, I'm jumping on the Hoppo bandwagon.
I don't know if I can go against my best mate though.
Yeah,
But
Pete.
Hoppo's my best mate too.
Pete might be hurt by that.
I think Rudimental. I think it's yeah.
Well, it's up to the people anyway. I mean, I vote on it, but it's still up to the people.
Again, this is a heartbreaking matchup
Yeah.
because I don't want to say goodbye to either one of them here.
No. But it's not the person. It's
not
the
song.
song.
It's the song. I got to remember it's the song.
Separate. You got to separate.
Separate the art from the artist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Kanye West and Diddy. Wow. How's this next matchup? Ron Chopper, George Michael, Careless Whisper
V.
versus Tuke Miller, Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
That's it. They're the two favourites that
The
we
big
thought.
dog is going to exit in round 2.
I'm actually a little worried for Ron, but I think Ron's going to get it.
Yeah, I think Ron's my dog. I feel like he's taking it all the way.
Yeah,
I feel like he's taking it all the way. Careless Whisper is a fantastic answer to
feel like-
what is your walkout song.
I feel like Ron Chopper's like Scotty in this.
Yeah,
I think there's Ron and there's everyone else.
yeah, that's what I feel.
Thunderstruck's a strong song. Though.
Oh,
I was about to say thong, like
Thong song. Oh, no one's chosen
Thong
the thong
song,
song.
yeah.
Cisco. Remember dragon fashion? Get some dragon pants.
remember that drink dragon in the green bottle?
I remember that.
That was nice. Yeah.
Two dogs.
Ron Chopper.
Yeah,
Ron Chopper for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are going to be some people jumping on the AC/DC, but
Hey.
nah.
And you know, I'm clutching here, but Ron wears pink, and Gold Coast Suns when they wear that pink Guernsey, you know, a bit of pink.
Anyway,
I'm clutching.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I reckon
know.
Ron. I reckon Ron.
All right. Rick Shields next.
Yep.
Kanye West, All of the Lights.
all of them lights.
I can't say it now without thinking of him saying it.
Rick Shields, all the Ricks.
Yeah, all of the Ricks.
Versus Ben Dixon. Bust a move, young
I
MC.
think Rick Shields is going to get
Yeah, I'm going to go Kanye.
Rick might have had the hardest matchup first up, got it out the way, and could be
Yeah,
sailing through to the final.
the way he described it as well.
You've got to think of it that way. You got to go back and watch Rick dancing with the lights and
as you're walking out.
Yeah, you got to lock in Rick for that one.
Poor Dicko.
yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, it's not-
We've
it's
seen some
not-
upsets. We've seen some
not-
upsets.
It's not the person,
We
it's
have.
the song.
Well,
Yeah.
it's true.
And Rick's song is, I think it's better.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
The next matchup's going to be a bit of a heartbreaker to lose one of these two.
Go on.
Nick Haslam,
Yep.
Fisher, take
Yep.
it off, versus Spud, Shania Twain. That's a tough matchup.
Wow. Fisher's might take out my girl. I'm a ride or die Shania Twain, so I've got to put in Man, I Feel Like a Woman. You got listen to the intro. Oh, I vibe it.
That's a tough one. That's really tough.
Oh, I feel like
I feel like Fisher might take it, but I'm locking in Shania Twain.
yeah, don't know.
I think the people are going to go with the fish.
Yeah, I think the people are going to go with the fish. That's a sleeper.
That's a tricky one.
I feel like Fisher and Eminem, those are the two ones that can go all the way.
Careless Whisper.
I'm thinking about something.
Popular vote, but
I'm
Careless
thinking about
Whisper
something on
is-
the fly here. Something on the fly to change the tournament.
What's that?
You know how the way this works out is it'll be a 3-person final?
Yeah.
What if
Ooh.
the best voted losing song goes through to the next round? And then it only becomes a grand final.
Ooh, double chance.
A double chance. We
Oh,
had
I
Luke,
love a
Luke,
double chance.
I love a twist.
Yeah.
Luke Elvey had a wild card. Maybe in this round we have a double chance.
Is it this round or the next round?
This round, because then it will even up.
Do you know who had the next most?
Oh, actually, it'll be next round. You're right.
Yeah.
No, it'd be this round.
No.
No,
So
it
it'll be an
won't
odd number going through.
Okay,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be next round.
Yeah. So next round there'll be
It's
a
not really fair to anyone that gets knocked down in this one, though.
Hey, well, get your votes happening.
Yeah. We knew this was going to happen.
No
We're going to lose some songs.
No excuses, play like a champion.
I can't wait for the DC, the double chance.
Yeah. So the double chance will be in next round.
Okay.
See, brainstorming on the fly.
No.
Yeah, because I'm worried about Careless Whisper and the next matchup. I'm already thinking about the next round.
Yeah. So I think Fisher might take that one. And they've got one matchup left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ben Campbell, Shabuzi versus Clint Newton, Kasabian Fire.
Oh, that's a good matchup.
That's a good matchup. I'm locking in BC.
I think Ben might get that done
I
too.
need Kasabian. It's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song. It is a great song.
No, I'm going Clint
Mm.
Newton.
Hey, we'll see what
But
happens.
I hope that round 2 is as hotly contested as round 1 was.
Yeah,
Well, good luck.
But we're going to farewell
Yeah.
some big songs in round 2.
yeah. I'm a bit thinking of the songs we've seen go already. I'm a bit heartbroken.
It's harsh to see Sweet Caroline knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one really hurt.
Mm.
That's okay.
All right, well, that's the round 2 matchup set.
That's
so
sports, Whitey.
Yeah,
There's a winner and a loser.
there's always going to be a winner and a loser, and there's only going to be one winner at the end of it. So
That's true.
we're going to see a lot of songs come and go. What's
That's the-
next?
That's the bracket.
That's the bracket.
Let's go into live.
Let's do
So
that.
we had an event, guys. We had a live event. Now, I'm not going to lie. It was hard to be able to watch anything because it was so early.
Yeah, and there was
But
a lot of delays and
Rain
shit.
delays.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see when they were like flattening out the
Oh, the fairway with the
when
water.
they had to like slice it to get the
No.
water out?
It was
Oh,
like
wow.
literally like a waterbed.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
It was
that's
just
cool.
they'd step on the grass and it was like a waterbed. It
So they had
was-
to stab it.
they had to cut it and then all this water went pissing out.
It's like Rocky, cut me. It's like
yeah.
that,
Cut me, Mick.
except it's the fairway.
So
Wet and wild.
wet and wild,
Yeah.
but a similar result.
Yeah. Is it-
Congratulations again to Waco Niemann.
Joaco Niemann.
so is that 4 out of 7 events?
It's literally gone. Hang on.
Moronk?
Yep, Moronk, and then it was Neiman.
Yeah.
Like it's literally he's been every second event.
Yeah.
He's won.
Oh, interesting for my tips.
So he is now the most.
How many
winningest-
events have there been? Sorry.
8.
Oh, okay.
So he is now the most winningest player
Oh, yeah, on Live
on
Golf.
Live.
That's crazy. This season, he has won 50% of the events.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Steve.
See now. Let's okay.
Here we go.
So
What's in your mind?
Neiman.
Yeah.
I saw some a lot of what was it champion data coming out as in what the golf rankings have been where people
Oh, the data golf rankings.
data golf yeah.
Yeah.
And so Neiman's what fifth.
5th.
He's so good.
He's
Just-
very good.
It's going to be interesting how again this translates to majors.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it comes back to my point: is live golf different to other golf? Do you think? Again, we've spoken about it before, but after seeing because I've seen positive and negative come from Neiman winning.
Yeah.
All right, and the positive is he's unbelievable, and like Rahm, he's consistently finishing inside the top 10. That's 20 times now.
Yeah.
And Neiman's won again this season.
Mm-hmm.
Does the format of live golf and the players and the 54 and the fact that there are no cuts does it make it does it lean too heavy to certain players?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
It's
some
still
people
golf.
I know, but you have to look at it now and go, is he that good? And is he that much better? Because
I don't think we're going to know the answer to that question until he consistently top 10s, top 5s, wins majors.
that's the thing. He's had chances, well, not chances. Sorry, he's been in majors, right? He hasn't really performed as what people are expecting him to. He's young. Majors are hard to win.
Yeah.
right? But again, let's go back to live. It's familiar. He does it. That's where he's playing his golf. He's a captain of a team. 54 players. It's the same kind of thing, each event.
Yeah.
Does it make it easier to win on live or not if you're a part of live?
Yeah.
He may be a guy that, and I thought about this a little bit, that maybe there are a bunch of players coming through that really enjoy the team aspect of things, and not like the actual team competition as such, but the traveling with your team, practicing with your team, having your guys around you all the time,
Yeah.
versus the real singular focus of being in a major. You're out there on your own in a major, but at the end of a day's play on live, you go back to your Talk A teammates and you got all your staff, and he might be really relishing that environment.
Yeah. So do you think it's any easier on live, or you don't think it's still golf?
Well,
it's
that's-
still-
I think it's different.
I was about to say, I guess one of the criticisms is that Liv do play on easier courses. That's sometimes the criticism. Where
Trump Doral, I would argue, is not an easy course.
did he win that? I don't think he did.
Who did win that?
Mark Leishman.
Oh yeah,
Mark Leishman won it.
Just
Would you say?
chuck
Would
him
you
out
say?
there.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at all the courses around the world, you'd probably say that Grange isn't a particularly
Hard course.
difficult course.
Yeah, I think it might be that might be the case. He's really good at playing well on easier golf courses. When it comes to the harder ones, like this weekend, that's going to be a real test. That's going to be a real test.
majors are different, right? But
Yeah,
I would say though that the live guys probably play in more different conditions.
yeah,
Like, not a lot of PGA Tour guys are playing in Singapore, like in that heat and humidity, and
yeah,
so they've got to experience a lot of different.
and those courses aren't exactly. I guess that's up for debate whether they're easier or not.
yeah.
They're different. Yeah, I know it's hard.
It's a tricky one.
But the point I'm just trying to put across, not that I agree either way.
Yeah,
it's
neither.
it's more the fact that it's just what I've seen since he's won, and people going, well, if it's the same. See, a lot of people complain about Liv that it's the same guys at the top all the time.
Mm.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with that because, we
I-
had at one stage we had Phil and McDowell and Bubba Watson and Marty Keimer. It was like turning back the clock a bit.
Well, look
you
at
know
the,
what I mean?
let,
And
do you want me to run the top 10?
Yeah,
give us
the
the 10.
last day it could have gone to any of those
Yeah.
guys.
yeah,
So Niemann obviously finished first, but then T2 was Graham McDowell and Anaban Lahiri.
yeah,
Those two were all day could have taken it.
yeah.
A bunch of guys in T4, Thomas Peters, Bryson DeChambeau, Phil Mickelson, Bubba Watson.
Yep.
And then your guys in T8, John Rahm, Marty Keimer. And then again, a bunch of guys at T10. Lee Westwood,
Yeah.
so good to see Westy in the top 10.
Yeah,
Mark Leishman, DJ, Taylor Gooch has found a bit of form again, and Carlos Ortiz.
yeah, but with all those guys, it was just Niemann had knew how to get it done. He's had that experience.
I was watching at the start after a couple of holes. I think I turned it on after a couple of holes to start Sunday, and I just saw Niemann's name on the pylon. It wasn't near but I just,
Top 10.
You
I
just
was like,
know.
I just knew he was going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to win.
Yeah.
It's just the way he goes about his golf on that Sunday. It's like he makes no mistakes.
Yeah.
And if he does, he just finds a way to bounce back so quickly.
Yeah. When he's locked in, look out.
Like I said, just on live, he just looks like a different animal. He looks unstoppable.
He'll put it all together.
Mm.
He'll eventually put it all together.
I really want him to get a top 3, top 5
Yeah.
kind of finish at a major. I think that's going to be huge.
I feel like it'd just be so cool to see, like, for example, like Niemann and like Oberg or something.
Yeah.
Two young guys
Yeah.
who are just studs. They're really good. They got great swings.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, you got one who's like a bit of a poster child for the PGA now.
Mm.
And then you've got a really a good endorsement for Liv in Niemann, and just seeing those two kind of go head to head would be cool. Two young guys, it'd be awesome to see them go head to head in a major.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like I said, him getting it done again is crazy. When you
Yeah.
think of like, and people go, Brooks won 5, Liv, but now
Niemann's won
Niemann's-
4 this year
it's
alone.
just crazy.
Yeah.
And then you look at the money alone for him since coming across, like what he's won.
Yeah. Fuck you, money.
It's insane.
Mhm.
It's insane. So yeah, congrats again to Niemann.
Congrats to GMAC.
Yeah.
As well, for getting
I
up
was
there.
I was hoping he would
Yeah.
stay up there.
There were so many guys at the top that I was really hoping Lahiri would get it done.
Yeah, he's come close before.
It's always second,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
third, and unfortunately
But
for him.
like I
But,
said,
he'll-
Niemann's that guy that knows how to get it done. He knows
Yeah.
how to finish out on the last day.
Unfortunately, it just looks like the mental side gets the better of Anaban Lahiri.
Yeah, it does. You can see the frustration.
I mean, look, I'm no one to really. I'm not criticizing him for it. It's just that's what it looks like.
aren't you?
It's
Yeah.
because he's so good, and I know that you know that he can get it done. It's just it just unfortunately has been too many times where he's had that lapse on the final day.
A couple of things I do want to talk about. Big thank you to Brandon Grace for making me look a dick.
Yeah. Out for the season, is he?
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Anthony Kim.
Yep.
Was okay. I think that was 3 not too bad rounds. Oh, he finished 44th, but he finished 2 over for the tournament. I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
And he had a 1 under on the final day, so I think there's some signs here that he's putting in so much work.
Yeah. But the problem is he needs something to happen soon. We're halfway through the season, and this will be the second year in.
Yeah.
You just want to see him have one event where he really
And
gets some
the thing is,
points.
the good thing with Liv is if you put a good event in and you're in the
You can jump up.
top 10,
Yeah.
those points will catapult you to the front.
I think it's almost at the point where if you have a top 10 finish, you're not going to be in the drop zone. It's almost at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Campbell's Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, jeez.
record breaking or record
9-0.
shot?
Shout out to BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Came back in a big way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And also one that kind of flew under the radar, but welcome to the league was I'm going to try Giselle Ballister, the Fireballs, who's replacing Luis Macevedo.
So
What happened there?
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
This was very quiet.
Yeah.
Macevedo only signed a half-season contract.
Wow.
So Ballister comes in to replace him, and Macevedo drops back as a reserve. So he did come in this week because David Puig was out.
Ouch. It would just
I did not know that.
that would be hard, wouldn't it? Just to watch someone else come in and
Take
you're a
your spot.
reserve.
Yeah. Boom
I
shakalaka.
I wonder if is there anything else to that or more to it, or if that's just simply what
Sergio
it
is ruthless.
Yeah.
Don't know, but another Arizona State Sun Devil.
Crazy, isn't it, really? Because there was a lot of endorsement for Macevedo at the start.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
You know, like to have,
Started the season well too.
It kind of it's a bit bizarre. There's plenty of things about Liv that I think that that it's weird. Like some ways they're really transparent, and then other ways they're not.
Yeah.
You know what though? I don't mind a mid-season cut.
Yeah, you
Shake
like
up.
it.
Yeah.
A little sneak attack.
Yeah.
You don't mind it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing. That's like any other sport. I like it.
Like
It's
a
just,
transfer
I guess
deadline.
in terms of for Macevedo though, it's a bit.
I'm sure he knew it.
I mean, I guess
I mean,
he knew all along. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
signed
Yeah,
a half-season contract.
Yeah.
I think he's got a future.
Yeah.
I think he's shown enough in the first half of the season that he'll be back. As we said, good to see Westy get in the top 10. That was much needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubba winding back the clock, and we can't talk about this event without talking about that shot
Phil.
from Phil Mickelson.
What the fuck was that?
That was fucking insane.
How does he do that? And then
Flip it over your shoulder.
Also, how do you have the balls to try that?
The stones.
because he knows he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has the stones just... Yeah, that
That
was
is
ridiculous.
unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Is that's the shot of the season on
What is
Live
he?
Golf?
54?
Right? Yeah.
55? 54?
Still doing crazy shit.
That's ridiculous.
But
But
hey,
then even when he was in the bunker,
Yeah.
and then he hit the pin and it just ricocheted out. Like he's in some great form. Like
and Bubba.
Yeah, I was about to say, both him and Bubba, it's great to see them having
Yeah.
better seasons. You know,
Yeah.
they're racking up some points. They're getting in the top 20s. Like, yeah, they're doing well.
I feel just seems to have it.
Phil's having a good
streak.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's having a real good season.
I called it.
Yeah, well,
I called it at the start of the year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Go back and listen.
there was something else I was going to bring up. It's okay.
Let's just go straight to the team then.
The teams.
So
Crushes.
I got a tip right.
Well done, Chris.
I'm on the board. I'm not the donut king anymore.
nice.
Well done, mate.
Hey, 4 Aces are back in town.
Yeah, they're doing some things.
Finished second.
Yep.
And smashed third.
That's
That's the OG All-American
Yeah.
leaderboard.
Yeah. Where was Brooksy on there? Not to...
Not to rub it in, but you're going to.
No. Not to fuck up your laptop or whatever, but what's going on in front of you?
It's going to blow up if I look for Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, yeah.
finished outside the points.
Yeah,
I didn't get
there
any
we go.
points from Brooks.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
still struggling.
Captain, T33.
But interestingly enough, Fireball's finishing last.
And Ripper second last.
I didn't do well with my tips.
You had Herbert and
I had
Ripper.
Herbert and Ripper. So,
Yeah, I didn't get
Whoops.
any tips
So
right.
you
either.
had a 12th place finish and a 46th place
I
finish.
said Bryson.
yeah, look at this guy. He gets 1 point and he's fucking
Yeah, I'm
rubbing
all
my
over
nose in it.
All over it.
There you go. So, what did you think of the course?
Well, I mean, I liked it when it wasn't flooded.
Yeah.
Hey, Virginia seems like a nice place to play some golf.
Well, Virginia, you know that Virginia's Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just...
I didn't.
One thing we didn't actually talk about last week is the Jewels.
The Jewels. So that comes out on, was it June
I think
26th?
the 26th or 23rd.
Weird.
23rd.
No, my daughter's born on the 26th.
There we go.
There you go. 23rd.
Yeah, so they've gone from one extreme to the other. They've gone. We're going to pump it through in like a couple of days' time, under pressure, and then delay the release. To we're going to give ourselves the most amount of time. Give ourselves 2-3 weeks to get it done. I don't know. There's should be a happy medium in between those two.
It's a long lead time. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but they're not really promoting it. So I guess leading up to the release, they'll promote it more. But you didn't really hear much about it.
If she was going to be born on the same day as the Jewels came out, I might have to call it like Mason or Ricky.
Quan.
Looks like is it Wes and Ram might be teammates.
Oh, that's a nasty freaking
If I saw it
matchup.
correctly.
Yeah, right.
It is different though. I actually kind of
They kept it very quiet.
I
I-
guess that's why it's kind
I
of
liked how hyped it was for the first one in Miami. I kind of feel they should only do 2 a year.
You reckon this is going to lose some juice?
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have. You know what? I would have liked to see another one.
Hey.
JCB.
Don't get me wrong. I was going to say have one in the States, and
One
then
in Miami,
overseas.
one in JCB.
Something
And hey,
like
one
that.
in Adelaide.
Yeah,
Whatever.
And if you want to,
But I think I think they need to hype it the same way as they did. Release the teams of what they're going to be.
Yeah.
You
They,
know.
they probably will though, leading up to it.
Yeah, they probably will. I mean, I like the fact that Liv aren't afraid to just completely and utterly change. Like you said, go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't really matter. They're just trying out to see what works.
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be cool either way. Just a good watch. But
Sure.
I like the way they hyped up Miami.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much Liv Virginia, isn't it? Really?
yeah. Now we're on a bit of a break again as we head into another major.
Are we going to do fantasy first?
Yeah, let's
Let's do that.
I was trying to just push along because it's just been that kind of a season.
Yeah.
It has.
Because you know what? And I know he's going to bring it up, but if I had the two guys that were sitting on my bench,
What would have happened?
But you didn't.
I would have got
Yeah.
some points.
Welcome to TWH Fantasy. So,
Strap in is going to be real fun.
headlines.
Yeah.
Bounce GC hadn't won an event,
Mm-hmm.
and they still haven't.
That's a very nice crack. A
Now,
hot crack.
I'll go through the current standings before.
Okay.
Okay.
Before
So,
Virginia.
Before Virginia. In first place was Green Machine GC with 402 points.
Boo.
In second place was Junkyard Pigs on 375 points. And in third place, Bounce GC on 260 points. Right. Now, I announce the winner, don't I? That's how we
Yeah,
do it.
with
So
the
the colour on the screen. The winner of Live Golf Virginia 2025
that's the year. Yes.
is the Junkyard Pigs.
Up the piggies. Let's go.
Now-
I feel like I'm having your season from last year,
How?
relying on my captain.
Ah.
Neiman.
Well,
Mm.
we'll see about that, Pet, won't we?
See you in a bit.
Let's go through. So I'll take us through. So first place was the Junkyard Piggets.
Thank you very much.
In second place was Green Machine GC, and in third place Bounce GC.
Boing.
Yeah, Bounce GC is yet to win an event this year.
It's
Some really tough
a tough time in
time.
Yeah.
Now, it gets tougher, unfortunately, for Bounce GC.
Yep.
We're going to go through the scores.
Okay.
So your squad is
You look so sad.
Brooks
Because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka, 0 points.
Captain.
Cam,
So double zero.
Yeah, double
Cam
zero.
Smith, 1 point.
Yay!
Pat Reed, 1 point.
So,
Dean Burmester, 1 point.
I didn't hear anything from Burmy this weekend.
3 points, Whitey.
3
not bad.
points
I got 3 points.
is officially the lowest
The lowest ever score.
ever score
Wow.
in
3.
GWH fantasy.
Let's just move on from that.
You have more points in tipping this year.
It's heartbreaking.
It's a,
Green Machine GC. So John Rahm with another top 10 finish with the multiplier got 24 points. as
it's
the
just
captain.
automatic for that guy.
Bryson DeChambeau with another good display, 18 points. David Pouge injured, so out he went.
Mm.
In came Taylor Gooch,
Oh, good
10
pickup.
10 points,
Not bad at all.
and Carlos Ortiz, 10 points.
Even.
All 4 members of Green Machine GC
I like that.
inside the top 10.
Wow.
I had Taylor Gooch 3 weeks ago. Ever since I dropped him, he's had 2 top 5 finishes.
You had John Rahm. You had Bryson DeChambeau.
Well,
you had
that's a
Niemann.
long time ago.
No,
Whitey.
we've all had a lot of people.
True, I know, but just saying.
Green Machine GC ended Virginia with 62 points.
It's not bad. It's a good team.
That's a great. I can't be unhappy with that.
Yeah.
Can't be unhappy with that.
Very nice.
Junkyard Pigots, though, get the win with
Up to
a
Pigots.
88 points.
I think 80 of those points come from one person.
Yep. So, doesn't matter, though. Joaco Niemann with the multiplier, the captain, finishes top. So, 40 plus 40 is 80.
Nice.
Tyrrell Hatton, 4 points, and Seb Munoz, 4 points. Lucas Herbert got you donuts.
Donuts. There we go.
So, there you go. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Have a listen to this. The overall standings.
This is not interesting.
it's
Bounce
for me.
GC, let's get him out of the way. No, I'm joking. 263 points, so not much movement there. In second place. Ready? Junkyard Pigs, 463 points.
Oh, so
In first place, Green Machine GC
64.
on 464 points.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire.
1 point.
Woo!
Now, there's a couple of storylines there, Chris. I'm sorry to rub this in, but you
I
are now,
can't win.
you are now 200 points officially behind Whitey. And you are 1 point behind me.
So he's 201 points behind you.
No, that was just rubbing it in. That was just rubbing it in. So,
Wowee.
that is fantasy.
Mm.
So everyone's available.
I want my picks back. All
All
of
of
them.
them. Everyone's available. You want
So-
Cam Smith? Do you want Brooks Koepka? You want both of them? We're having a fucking clean out.
You thinking about that? No.
I'm just remembering when I said something, I got crucified for it.
What is that?
It's a 2-man race.
Yeah, but up until there's still events to go, Whitey. There's still events to go.
No, I can't win.
Well, you can. Win.
You can win. If your captain gets a couple of wins.
Okay, what happened to you could happen to him. Could
Yeah.
happen to me. Could.
Picks.
It's not likely.
Let's go. Picks.
For what?
Anyone. Anything.
Oh, you mean for fantasy trades? I'm like,
I'll give you a second rounder.
No. I'm trading for first round picks. I have first round talent. You can stick it on your bench if you
I
want.
don't need it.
I don't need it. Sweating.
Well, then I'm just going to like
Think about
Then
gutter
I
every
quit.
putt.
just think about that for. It doesn't matter. I get as long as I get a first rounder.
Yeah, but I could. One of you should suck up to me because I can influence the
I
draft.
don't really care if I get the first and the third.
One of you should suck up to me.
Well, because I could influence the draft.
You can suck me off. Cut that.
I would delete that.
All right.
that.
So when's the next live event? Oh no,
It's going to be a while, I think.
must be because we got a major.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas.
How many weeks?
27th of June.
Oh, so
Ooh,
it's
I'm going to
coming
have
up.
I'll have a 1 day old.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I'll be awake anyway.
Yeah.
You'll be awake. So do your research on fantasy. Then.
What's the research?
I believe
You know,
can turn it around.
You can turn
If
it
you
around.
throw enough shit at a wall, eventually something's got to stick, right?
You-
That's
you
what my
can-
squad is at the moment.
Squat.
It is just a bunch of shit that I'm randomly throwing out.
Here's
every
what I
event.
reckon. Here's what I think.
Don't blame your squad.
Here's what I think. Ready?
Oh. Who else is it?
You
You
blame
need-
yourself.
If I had your team, DJ would be my captain.
Really?
Whitey,
Okay.
you're talking to a back-to-back champion. It's going for the three-peat.
Oh, classy.
Hey, DJ is a captain. Cam Smith and Brooks. Brooks, you're going to have to poke him. And if he doesn't, he's on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Bubba in. Maybe bench Brooksy and get yourself a Burmester in there as well. But you know what? No, keep DJ as a captain. Bubba, Brooks, and Cam. That'll get it
Derby
done.
was in my starting lineup, and so was Patrick Reed.
Don't worry, just DJ as your captain. There you
I
go.
think getting Bubba in there is a good call.
Hey, you're all on notice.
There you go. So the next picks will be Chris. You will have the first pick for the first move. I'll have the second move, and you have the third move. Whitey. There you go.
Cool.
That's fantasy.
Nice.
Let's go with a bunch of young talent, I think, from now on.
Do it. You got nothing to lose.
Shake it up.
Shake it up a bit. Shake it off.
Shake it up. All right, let's talk about this major. It's major week.
The third one of the year. We're almost through
I
major
can't believe
season.
that. That's ridiculous. The last US major for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I like the US Open.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
better feel than the PGA.
I don't. Yeah.
PGA just doesn't do it for me.
And then they put us in jail, in Instagram jail too. So
Yeah, I know. So, Oakmont.
mm,
How
one
ridiculous
of the toughest
does
courses.
it look? The rough. I
Oh.
mean, it's what everyone's talking about.
When we even had a look at this course when we watched Bob Does Sports go around a couple of weeks ago, what did they start? Was Bob started at like 14
Something like 14 over, yeah.
and Joey had 10 shots, and then they like ridiculous. Like Joey finished like what, nearly 30 shots.
Yeah, he had a real meltdown.
Yeah.
He had a real meltdown.
The bunkers, the church pew bunkers
Church pew
between
bunkers.
between 11 and 12. It's not; these aren't bunkers where you can look for a bailout.
No.
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 Like
Just the rough in general.
the rough,
Like around the greens.
how hilly this is.
I've been watching great series, Major Cuts, with Brian Bros and Grant Horvat. They do the major
Cuts.
cuts. Yeah, exactly right. And yeah, I was watching it today, and Grant's struggling, and yeah, it's just the rough is thick
Yeah.
and juicy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
There's 175 bunkers. This is a weird course because it's like not really linked.
175.
Mm.
That's too many bunkers. What are they playing at the beach, eh?
It's like one tree. One tree.
My tree.
But Bryson had a interesting quote about this course, and he said, "This course doesn't just challenge your game; it challenges your sanity.
Mm.
Sloping greens, like we've seen, you got to land it. Like they're just going to move."
Yeah, I saw a video of Min Woo today,
Mm.
and it just kept going.
Cam Smith was putting on there today as well, and he just said these greens are ridiculously quick.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
this doesn't look fun.
Last time the US Open was at this course, Dustin Johnson
DJ
won,
won.
and I think it was like 4 under,
4 under.
for the day for the weekend.
What
and
do
he
you,
said in his press conference that there's not many courses that he could think of that's harder than this.
what do you prefer? Do you prefer a course that challenges people, and really where you could see some pretty average golf? When I say average golf, I mean
Where-
guys in trouble,
Yeah, struggling.
struggling, and not a lot of scores that are nice.
Yeah,
Or do you like seeing guys shoot the lights out and it be an easier course? What do you prefer? Because there's
I think I would like the
Bit of
ideal
both.
scenario of this, that you know that this is a tough course, and if someone comes out and shoots the lights out here, then you know that's legit.
Do you know there's a 290-yard par 3?
Yeah,
It's almost a 300-yard
they
par 3.
said that this could get pushed out to 300 yards at some point this week.
do you reckon you could legitimately hit that with a driver?
No. I would definitely, I'd probably lay up and play for. If I got a bogey on that hole, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's
what-
ridiculous.
So what do you prefer? Do you like seeing guys shoot the lights out on an easier course, or do you like a hard course and them?
I like a happy medium. I don't like it to be like.
Too hard.
Yeah, I want to see guys under par.
Don't you think it's kind of nice though to see the course win?
Nah. I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know. Like I like some challenges, but I like guys being able to, like, if they do get themselves into trouble, it's not too hard to get out, but you see like an amazing shot. But
This is going to be
when it's that hard that you can't. Like,
Yeah.
it's like someone might actually hit the ball well, but they're just not rewarded for it.
Yeah.
That's. I think that's the part that is frustrating to me. They could pipe a drive and like go, but it's like,
A foot.
but then they
a
don't
foot
really
to the
get.
left, and it gets.
They
you
don't
know,
really get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? A lot of the
Isn't
time,
that, actually, that's what Xander said today. I reckon he said something similar. I don't know the exact quote. It must have been something. I remember seeing something today. It was about, not guys not getting rewarded for good shots or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Must be frustrating for them.
that's kind of like this is going to be a course where, often we see guys hit a bad shot and they can still come back from it, scramble, get their way back to a par or a birdie, even if you hit a bad drive that's, just off the fairway into the rough. This is going to be the course where you'll get penalised for hitting a bad shot. If you don't hit fairways and you hit in the rough, you will drop strokes on this course. Because you haven't got bailout bunkers, because the rough's so thick, like, you're going to drop shots if you miss.
Yeah.
So, like, we say it a lot, and you say it every week and in every tournament, accuracy is so important, but in this case, it really is, because you don't want to be missing fairways here.
No.
And you need to be landing your approach shots in the perfect position.
All right.
So accuracy is going to be so important.
Huge.
So, tips?
What do you want to talk about the live guys that are playing?
Yeah,
Please.
let's do that.
So Ballister, the new guy,
There
he's
you go.
in straight away.
Look at him.
Dickie Bland,
Yes.
off the back of his senior US lab user as well.
I was about to say, hopefully that lab putter helps him out.
Have you seen his? Did you see the photo of his US Open lab cover as well?
No, I didn't see.
Oh,
It.
yeah, it's
Looks real nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. We should get my hands on that one. Defending champion Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep.
Cyril Hatton, Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Junichiro Kazuma.
Oh, wow.
Mark Leishman's back in majors.
Yes.
Phil Mickelson, Joaco Niemann, Carlos Ortiz, John Rahm, Pat Reed, and Cam Smith. It's the live crew. So obviously Carlos and Leishman got their exemptions. Ballister, I think he's in for being Low-Am or
Yep.
the amateur winner last year. Good to see Dickie Bland go around again as well.
Absolutely.
He also posted that he got his replica US Open trophy, so he gets to take home with him this
Oh,
week.
yeah. Trophies.
So that's the list. 14 players from live this week.
All right, let's go tips. Let's go straight to it.
I don't know.
You know what? I think it's going to be really, really hard to go past Scotty Scheffler.
I'm going to go past him because I'm picking with my heart, not my head.
Well, we're going to do our picks and we're going to do top live players as well, so just keep that in mind.
You can't do that.
What's
to
what
me.
we did at the last major?
I might pick 2 live players
Yeah,
for the winner and the top live.
I'm going to as well.
That's putting money on black and red.
That's
Yeah.
edging.
That's black and red.
I'm going to go first.
Yep.
My tip: Phil Mickelson,
Oh, geez, I hope you're right.
the Grand Slam.
Is this what he needs for the Grand Slam?
It is
Yeah.
what he needs for the Grand Slam.
He said this was potentially his last US Open.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I hope so.
Think about how good that would be.
I would weep.
Phil. Phil
Yeah.
Mickelson is my tip. My legitimate tip. And like I said, it's with my heart, not my head. But
You might not need. You know what? He said that he needs to find another way to beat these guys out here. That he doesn't hit the ball as far as they do.
he finds a fairway.
Muscle's muscle's not going to be important here.
He finds a fairway.
Bryson's big drive, and even really Bryson. You know, Rory hits it as far as Bryson does. Really, like muscle's not going to be.
I'm going. Phil.
I love it.
I'm going.
I
Phil.
love that.
That is my tip. Do you want my top live play?
We'll go around again and we'll get Whitey's tip first.
I don't know. I think I'm going to throw Bryson in the mix. Back-to-back US champ.
He needs to find that short game again.
He has been, but he's been playing so good lately. But this is a really tough
Actually, and
course.
he's been playing well out of the rough too.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen that.
I'm locking it in.
Defending champ.
Who you go?
Top live?
No.
No, I went Scotty.
You went Scotty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think he had an incredible May.
Yeah.
Like he won so much in May. And I think he is in the best form. And I think he's got the game to get out of trouble here.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty for me.
All right. So,
Top live?
Top live.
John Rahm.
Top live, Whitey?
Neiman.
Phil Mickelson.
Top live, I'm going to go Bryson.
But you can't do that.
You can. That's putting money on red and black.
Absolute mockery of the system. No, I'm going Bryson.
Shut up, Chris.
Because you don't.
Because I think that, like I said, if I was going to cover my bets and that, I think that Bryson is creative enough to hit out of that rough stuff.
And he's always up there.
And I think he's, like, again, sometimes the rough is going to challenge guys who can't hit it further. I think he'll be fine with it.
Now.
But I think that Phil's going to get it done.
I really hope you're right. That'll melt down. Some people will melt down.
They'll tickle my fancy.
One certain Mr. Shambles.
Do you reckon that's better than Rory's Grand Slam?
Yeah, of course it is.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's rough. It's hard.
Phil Mickelson's Grand Slam, yeah.
Yeah.
Think
at
about
that age
Rory.
as well.
Rory but hang on. Rory had to win the Masters, and it was kind of like a nice.
How many times has Phil done that?
Like fairy tale kind of storybook ending.
Yeah, Phil's done that. I know more than once.
But what do you?
Rory's in his prime. Phil's at the end of his career, kind of thing.
Wouldn't that suck for Rory though? Like he finally gets it done. He does like this wicked thing, and then Phil just upstages.
Yeah, overshadows him. That'll be a beautiful thing.
Oh shit!
Well, I tell you what,
Phil.
Hey,
Phil.
I tell you what, that storyline set up really nicely for that.
Yeah,
let's go, Phil.
Don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Tuesday, I hope that happens. I was going to say something and I forgot.
Something about Oakmont?
No, I don't think so.
Well, one thing I was going to bring up, probably before we finish off, really, because we're heading towards that time.
Yeah.
Is the staff bags came out.
Mm.
The major staff bags. Now, surprisingly. Oh, no, they did. Sorry, Srixon brought out theirs. But
the All-American.
It wasn't really, it was called the All-American. So, Stars and Stripes is the theme.
Yeah.
That's kind of usual. It was nice. It was okay.
On the nose.
I really liked how TaylorMade and Callaway went a little bit different. TaylorMade had this kind of silvery, again, Stars and Stripes kind of thing, but Callaway's is the winner again.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a Masters bag. It's green,
I
green
did see
and
that
brown,
one.
but the Church Pew bunkers, that's a very nice touch.
We talk about, though, the manufacturers bringing out the staff bags for the majors, but I think they've been trumped by the High Flyers staff bag.
Oh, that's
by
cool.
Phil's staff bag.
Oh, really?
The white with the
red piping.
Made me think, like, if we were to do a watering hole one for the US Open, you'd just kind of go, like, maybe a black or a white bag with that, the blue fading into the green with maybe the blue fading into the red.
There you go. That's it.
nice and clean, white bag.
Are we going to bring out a US Open?
Hey, if we get enough interest,
We'll bring out a Masters
Well,
bag.
there's 3 people here that are interested, so
All right,
that's,
done.
that's
Let's do it.
halfway there.
All right, done. I'll get the Masters one, though.
All right, cool.
or should we just design one for the Open?
Let's just design one anyway.
Yeah, I think we should.
It's going to get in the way of me designing my lab putter.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Lots of designing going on in here, Whitey.
So much designing.
That's about all we have time for, I reckon.
Yep.
So, if you haven't already listened to it, please go back, jump on, listen to episode 102 with Sam Hahn from Lab Golf. Really, it's major week, so enjoy the major.
Enjoy the golf.
And round 2 of the Watering Hole Song Challenge kicks off this week as well.
It's getting juicy.
Again, just to finish off, please go share, subscribe, visit YouTube. We're on there as well if you want to see us. But obviously we're on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. But that's all we have for time for tonight. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.